That is right, folks, and this is the what we've been waiting for all season long and all Speed Week long this week. That is right. This is the finale. Hold on just a second, folks. Yeah, bud, what's up? Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, bud. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. All right, sounds good, bud. All right, bud, sounds good. All right, thanks. Alrighty, folks, I am back. I was just informed by race control that the lobby is set. We are going to do a four wide salute to honor everyone that has watched this week. And we are just waiting word when I am told to join here for the four wide salute. Very excited here for tonight. This is going to be two 100 lap finales here tonight here at Fanatic, and we will have our quick drivers introductions, and then I will bring in a very special guest to help me not only co-commentate but to also give me an extra set of eyes for tonight's racing action. And I'm not going to spoil who it is. You guys will just have to wait and see and find out. Waiting word till they're down to four wide salute. And who is excited for the finale here tonight, here at Oceans Dirt Wars for the NASCAR Heat 5 Late Model Fall Speed Week? And we've had four very good nights of racing. We've seen a lot of different winners here this week. But now tonight is the night. We are going to crown who is the very best in this game. We are waiting just a second here. I've not been told when to join yet. And we have got a total Having a little bit of technical difficulties right now. Trying to get the other guys in from the other chat. We are trying to load and get everyone in for the quick 4 wide. So these guys are going to do 2 or 3 laps around 4 wide formation, and then we will send them loose for the last few remaining laps. And then we will get tonight's racing action underway. Alrighty, folks. Less than 30 seconds here, and then we can join. Alrighty, folks, we were told to join. And here we go, folks. One of the greatest formations in all of dirt racing. And we're going to give you guys a 4 wide salute to honor everyone this week that has supported Oceans Dirt Warriors and also supported the drivers. Our fan support has been very great this week, and we've had a lot of good views, and we very greatly appreciate it. And we've got 18 in the 4 wide chat, but we got 2 more drivers that'll be joining us in the main event. We've got 20 cars starting here tonight, which is still a very good field. We would have liked 24, but we will take what we have. And now we're just going to wait till they get in the 4 wide formation. Here at the big mile here tonight that we're going to see 200 laps of racing action at here at Fanatic Fairgrounds. And here we go, folks, and they are going to get ready and line up for the 4 wide. And they're having a little bit of a rough start here early. But now, they're banging around just a little bit, and we'll wait until they get into full formation. And they are almost there. And alrighty, folks, and we have given you 4 prelim nights of racing action. And now it has come down to this. And everyone here at Oceans Dirt Wars would like to thank you for all your support here this week. And it is time to show that this is the greatest show on NASCAR Heat 5 late model servers. We present to you the Race of Champions 200 here at Fanatic for the Ocean Dirt Wars Fall Speed Week finale. And we will bring it to you 4 wide. And what a great sight there. Now they are full 4 wide formation, and this is very hard to do. Not so easy, but right now they are making it work. And these guys are going to go to absolute war here tonight for 200 consecutive lap, well, not consecutive, but 2 separate 100 lap main events. Who is going to pick up one of the biggest races in NASCAR Heat 5 history here tonight? And Crazy Gene getting out of formation there just a little bit. And this is a very unique sight here. They are 4 wide for, looks like 1 more lap, and then they will turn them loose. And already, folks, they are officially turning them loose. So now I will stop talking here for a minute and let you guys enjoy their last couple laps of practice. Enjoy. Alrighty, folks, I am back, and they have completed their last warm-up laps there after the 4 wide salute. And we are going to go over tonight's starting lineup, and then I'm going to get in my Alrighty, folks, here is your starting lineup for tonight's Race of Champions 200 main event. On the pole, he has got 23 career Oceans Dirt Warriors wins here in Oceans Dirt Wars, and he is from this representing the state of New York. It is Ranman in the number 5. Outside of him, looking for his biggest win ever and his first ever win here in Oceans Dirt Wars, representing the state of New York as well. It is Irish Miner in the number 38. Starting third, he has 8 career Oceans Dirt Warriors win, and he's looking for the biggest win of his career here tonight. It is representing out of the state of Texas, the Wild Joker in the number 17. And starting fourth, who has 8 career wins, he is out of the state of Ohio. It is Heat 0819 in the number 36. And starting fifth, it'll be Burnout in the number 76. Representing the state of Kansas. And starting sixth will be Talents in the number 49 car, representing Kentucky. Not Kentucky, North Carolina, my mistake. Starting seventh, it'll be T-Dub in the number 60 car. He is representing Kentucky. Starting 8th, it'll be Crazy G'd in the 00 car. He's representing the state of Ohio. And starting 9th, also representing the state of Ohio, looking for a very big win, and it's T. Tyndall in the number 32. And starting 10th, he's representing my home state of Pennsylvania. Tiny Hammer, your Season 4 champion, will start 10th. Starting 11th, it'll be Hayes Boy Racing, representing the state of Florida. And starting 12th, it'll be Danger Kid in the number 22, representing the state of Utah. Starting 13th, it'll be Bobby Shop Racing, representing the state of Alabama. And representing 14th, it'll be Mohawk in the number 56 car. He's representing the state of West Virginia. And starting 16th, it'll be Dave Rule in the number 14 car. And starting 17th, also representing the state of Pennsylvania, it'll be Superline 9 in the 99. Starting 16th, my mistake. Starting 17th, it'll be The Maverick out of Mississippi. And starting 18th will be Rodfather. And going 19th, it'll be JD Money. And running the tail end of the field here tonight, he is representing the state of South Carolina. It is Admin Ironman. And he will tail the rear end of the field. All right, folks. And I am going to get our special guest in here right now. and then we will get ready to go. And a lot of people ought to know this guy. He is probably one of the most famous YouTubers on YouTube, and he has his own channel if you never checked it out. It's Extreme Dirt Racing, and he will be my special guest commentator here tonight, and he's already joined. It's RD Racing. Nice for you to join us, RD, and thanks for helping out tonight, man.
Thanks for having me, Oceanic. It's going to be a good night of racing, man. 200 laps at Fanatec. Some of the
Yeah,
fastest all time.
yeah, I know, man. I mean, it is such a crazy field of race cars right now, and Randman's currently making our lobby right now, and I informed him to send us invites. And I tell you what, RD, I know it's been quite a while since you've actually had your own league on Heat 5, but I mean, from what I know you've been watching my videos all the time. What do you think of it? You think it's still a good game?
Our series over there that we haven't had time, we moved on from it. But yeah, you guys still have it the fastest all time. Anytime you hop over on Heat 5, there's plenty of dirt lobbies to run.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of good guys left over here. I mean, it's just hard. One of them games, it's very hard to walk away from. It's been very hard for me. I mean, I've tried Tony Stewart, haven't got a chance to try SRX yet. Gonna maybe do it next year, but I mean, Heat 5's one of them games, man. It's hard to walk away from. And your personal opinion with RD, all that you've seen this week, do you think anyone can stop Randman? That's
Uh,
gonna.
Rainman's the one to beat. He won your last big series race here that you had going last season, and he's the one coming in with the target on his back, the one to beat. He's had 23 wins coming into the race, and Roger Fowler's fast. He's got to start clear back in 19th. I don't know if he can do it here tonight. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, there's some other heavy hitters too. I mean, you got the Wild Joker, you got Danger Kid, you got Heat. I mean, Heat's been looking really good this week. Do you think Heat could pull it off?
Oh, you can't get any of these fast guys out. You know, some of the fastest all time, and Rayman ain't always on his horse, and yeah, he might have it tonight, he might not. Yeah, he's definitely one of the fastest up here on Heat 5, and his boy T Tendall will be right there with him. Don't count burnout out here.
Yeah, I mean, you can't count hardly any of these guys out, but I mean, it's been a very stellar week so far. I mean, plus all the views that we got. I mean, it's been very crazy how this event's grown, and we have 20 drivers in tonight. I mean, we had 23 altogether, but three couldn't make it. But should be a very stellar field at Fanatic. Fanatic's one of them tracks. It seems like a lot of drivers have said, RD, they really seem like they changed the track a little bit on this game since the years pass. You know, they can kind of pass a little better in the middle more than they used to. I mean, that might come into play tonight. You never know. We'll see.
I, my thought coming in before I joined the lobby here is it's definitely arguably one of the most unique tracks of the series. You know, the long straightaways and the corners are tough. You can't bury them down in corners or you'll come up into the.
Hmm. Did you get your invite, RD? I just got an invite. Yeah, I didn't know if you got it. All right. Alrighty. Yep, we're already in. Only six guys in. Though. They still got a little ways to go, but I mean, it's very nice for you to join us. I mean, like I told you earlier today. I mean, I've been watching your stuff all the time as well, and Rand, man, everyone's been telling me you've been watching mine. It's just an absolute honor to have you in here, and you're one of the
Oh
reasons that I
man,
decided to do this. And I tell you what, it's been a lot different. I mean, you know me. I mean, my first 2 years, I didn't all I did was I raced, but then when I decided, it was time to try things different, I mean, I really liked this gig, and I see why you stuck to it all these years.
it's fun, man, getting into it. People run leagues, but not a whole lot of people broadcast the dirt leagues. So I
Hmm.
can definitely keep an eye on Oceanic's Dirt Warriors. You guys have been doing it just as long as I have, and it's an honor to be here with Oceanic for your big event here tonight. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem, RD. I mean, I kind of figured, you've been watching all week, and I know you'd probably, instead of actually watching and get in there and actually see it right front and center for you rather than on the stream screen, so I figured that's why I'd see if you could join us.
Okay, it's we're coming into the end of the life cycle for this game too, as the next NASCAR game comes out, and it's sad we won't see dirt on those games. So yeah, this is the
Yeah.
last hurrah really for these games. I don't know what you plan on doing, continuing this series or whatnot in the future, but NASCAR won't have dirt on them, and it's sad to see them go away. As NASCAR Heat 3, Heat 4 was the the beginning of dirt console racing for a lot of guys.
Yeah, I mean, it was the beginning for a lot of these guys, and that's what I said earlier. That's why it's very tough to see these guys, to see how it grown as a sport over here and then just to fully walk away. It's really difficult, especially with all the years that he, had this for us. I mean, it's really sad that they didn't continue it, but I mean, it is what it is. It happens. Can you hear me good, RD? You're good, bud. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, we got 12 cars in the lobby right now, and we are still waiting on the rest of the guys to join in. Yeah, uh, yeah. I mean, that's the other thing too. That was a very big question going into tonight was whether or not. I mean, hopefully these guys can get them in and get them, the lobbies made quick because I mean, in the past already how quick these lobbies can lag, and hopefully we don't have that at all tonight. I mean, hopefully they can get them in pretty quick without it lagging on them. Yeah, I mean, and I tell you what, RD, I mean, he's looked very impressive here, and not only over here, but also in your series as well. I mean, he's been dominating just about everything he's been in. I mean, he's definitely going to be the man to beat tonight. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to bet against him, and I mean, and with doing this last year, I mean, like you said, and you brought it up, I mean, last year we did the same thing, two separate 100 laps. I mean, Rayman was able to pick up the win, so I mean, he knows how to do it. He already did it once, so we'll see if he's going to be able to do it again. Yeah, he did tell me that. I mean, that's a very big honor. And also, there was some guys too that said they were gonna paint their cars all pink tonight to represent breast cancer as well. So that's also a big deal this time of the month. So it'll be pretty cool to see that as well. hmm Yeah, that was the one thing that fascinated me about with SRX is even with Tony Stewart. I mean, how quick, I mean, them lobbies are. I mean, it don't take near as long to make the lobbies and to get them going over there as it does over here. I mean, I don't know really what's much of a difference, but
Take you saying you can't hear me talking. I don't know if it may be your settings to not allow me to broadcast with you, but I have mine set up to go.
yeah, I think it was because I wasn't on the main screen. That's probably why he couldn't hear you. I put it back on the main screen. I was waiting to see if I was able to join or not.
I just let me know if you can hear me, Ramy. I said he's back a little bit, but he'll definitely be up there. He's third on the daily times.
Yeah, I mean he is. I mean Burnout's been very consistent as well this week, but hasn't quite been able to nudge the door, but I mean, we seen last night. I mean, Raj was able to get it done last night, caught heat and lap traffic, and I mean, anything can happen on these long races. But I mean, Heat and Ranman have been the two most consistent guys this week, so we'll see if anyone else can knock them off.
It's definitely going to be an interesting race here. And, thank you for putting all the hard work in, Ocean. I know, I'm one person that sits in the same seat as you do, putting on these league races, and it ain't easy going through the
Nah.
whole season or keep doing them. As these leagues can get a little rather.
Oh yeah. I mean, I will admit, TRD, I mean, you know just as me, yeah, it does get very aggravating, but at the same time, I mean, when the hard work does pay off, it's all worth it at the end. And yeah, it is aggravating at times, but it also is fun. I raced my first 2 seasons in my league, but I think this is a lot funner than racing. I mean, and that's kind of a little hard to say at times, but I think it is funner. Oh, sorry, RD, but we were told to join.
Join.
Sorry to
I don't know
cut
if
you
you can
off
hear
there.
me yet. Oh, you're
Yeah,
good.
I can hear you. Alrighty, folks, me and Extreme Dirt here, RD Racing, gonna call the action here as we see it. And what do you think, RD? I mean, this is gonna be a good one here to start out. Randman and Irish Miner on the front row.
100 laps to put down. Maybe no cautions, no stages here for them. So we'll see if if they have any cautions out here. They run the full 100 laps. I know Rain Man's going to be hard to chase down either way.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely is, but I mean, we're gonna see what happens here on the start of this race. Hopefully, there's no lag at all. And I mean, it took a little bit to get in, but we'll see what happens here. Oh, and we're currently underway. RD and Randman's out to the lead here early. Oh my God, there was a car flipping. Oh, never mind, that was a lag spike. And there's Hito 819 in at number 36 right now in that 5th position. Right now, Burnout in at number 76 trying to catch up to the Wild Joker for that 3rd spot, RD.
There's Massacre in second, trying to run down Rain Man. Instead, he took off to the early lead. 4 car lengths ahead of second. Irish Miner, trying to hang right there with him on the backstretch.
Yeah, and as we got T-Dub in at number 60 now trying to get around Tiny Hammer in at number 10, battle mid-pack right now. And now we're up to Crazy Gene, who's currently in that 6th spot. Well, we got a big battle there for second, RD, as I'm trying to get up to...
Wow, Joker moves into second spot. They get 3 wide behind him. 76. Take Heat trying to come up with him. Burnout moving up to the 3rd spot. They're racing behind Rain Man. He's in front of it. He don't see any of it. It's a battle behind him for a second.
Oh, yeah, and I just got up to it finally. Almost 4 wide battle for second as RD called it. And we got 5 of the fastest all time right there trying to catch up to Randman. And Irish Miner was able to make the pass on Crazy Gene.
I'm seeing a lot of familiar names up front here. He's the fastest all time on all his games. See Hito 819 trying to dive down for second under Joker.
Yeah, now Joker's not able to get stick. Heat pushed him up just a little bit. Now that's going to allow Irish Miner. And what do you think of some of these paint schemes, RD? I mean, I'm liking a lot of them so far. Irish Miner's got a good one. The Wild Joker's got a good one. Obviously, Randman honoring his dad here tonight. Burnout's got a good scheme as well in that 76 car.
Oh, yeah, definitely some good-looking scheme. Let's do the 60 car in the back.
Well, I don't know if you just seen RD, but we had almost about 8 wide back there in the back. Oh, there we go. 3 wide for position between Talents, Iron Man, and Tiny Hammer. And Iron Man is one guy, RD, he's been helping me all year, but he unfortunately had to sit out all week because of work. I mean, he was not able to run with us at all, but he was one I allowed to run in as a late entry just because he helped me put on this great event, and we see him coming up through the field already. He's one guy that's definitely on a mission as well, RD.
As he touched down on the inside, kid looking to get back on the inside. He's got 2 cars trying to rail him on the tail here as he gets on the inside of 00. The Maverick off the track here, 10 laps.
Yeah, and that's another thing, RD, I know I got to get better at is the lap count. I know you're better at that than me, so I'll let you keep track of the laps.
You just guess, man. Just guess.
Oh, you guess, you don't...
As long as you're confident when you're saying it, man, it sounds like it's right.
Yeah. I mean, that's about what it is. And we just seen Danger Kid got a little bit of bad contact there from Mohawk because he's battling with Tiny Hammer and at number 10 as we're trying to come up through the field. There's Super Line 9, Tiny Hammer, Talents, and Mohawk all battling mid-pack. And as we've seen the Maverick and Iron Man back out here early in the first one, they can rejoin if they choose. But once again, RD Randman starting to spread himself out here early in this first race. But I mean, they still got one more race to go. So what strategy do you think Randman has coming into this?
I mean, Randman just tested his lines and doing what he's doing. He's taking off an early pace here. He's definitely a quick one, fast one to beat here. So he did 19 seconds, took her third, and rounds out top three. And Randman's off the trot here in this first one.
And there's Irish Miner in that 38 trying to catch up to the Wild Joker, and Wild Joker slipped up just a little bit. Now Irish Miner's closing in on him for that position. And there's Hito 819 RD. He has had a really good hot run. We both know that this is one of Heat's strong tracks. Do you think he can get it together to pull off a win in this 200 lap event?
I'll tell you, if there's anybody on this game that can make adjustments here to get to the race, it's Hito 819. He put down 20 laps, plenty of laps here, Fanatec. He's looking to come on strong to Randman, try to get this win here in this first 100 lap event.
And as we try to keep going through the field here, now it looks like they're kind of a little bit spread out, RD. It's starting to, and that's one thing I've seen this week with these no stages compared to the normal stage racing. And these guys' tires, once they wear out, I mean, it is tough to pass once their tires wear out.
Oh, yeah, they spread out here. It's definitely, cars fall off, of course, speed does throughout the race. It's not over for these drivers. They got to hit your laps and put them down here. You got the Iron Man off the track as well now.
And there is Bobby Shop Racing, and that's one guy this week that's impressed me, RD. I mean, he's an Ocean Dirt Warrior rookie. I mean, he came in an event, never raced here before, and he has really impressed. And another guy, too, Dave Rule. I mean, he only raced in my asphalt league once, and that was it. And now he's joining us in the dirt side. So, I mean, a lot of these guys trying to take a chance. And now we're on board with the guy who's really impressed us this week, RD, and that's Raj Father as he's trying to make his way through the field.
Okay, Raj Father definitely had play chasing on Randman. He put up some good runs. He was trailing Randman, not by very much here for a couple races. And starting to move this first event, trying to get up to the field.
And right now, Randman cruising out to a very big lead in that number 50. But now, here's another interesting thing, RD, lap traffic. I mean, we've seen lap traffic come into play a lot this week, and especially with Heat and Raj Father last night. Do you think it's going to come into play at all tonight?
Right now, it looks a little bit spread out there. The cars in the back are racing. It's at 4 wide, 3 wide earlier in the race, but I think it's out now. Randman's able to pick them off. It is a tough track to pass lap traffic to come up to them, enter the corner. So it's yet to be seen. Couple cars in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely something to see, but right now, as we speak, Irish Miner, Raj Father just picked up a spot from Irish Miner, and now he's looking underneath Bobby Shop for the position, and Raj Father trying to make the pass on him, and Burnout in that second spot. He is closing the gap a little bit, RD, on Randman.
You see the top right here, Hito 819. They're trying to chase down Randman. They're still on the front stretch. Burnout. He ain't going to count out here. He's got about 150 laps remaining.
There is TYB Talents trying to look on the outside of Superline and Tiny Hammer for position, almost 3 wide again. And these guys are still trying to get some lines of different grooves working. And we're seeing T-Dub and T-Tendall battling side by side there for position. Yeah, got any other action on the track, RD?
That's right. We're seeing T-Tendall in the 60 side by side now. And these drivers also know that this is the final race. They know there's 100 laps to run. I'm sure they want to take it easy here, put in all the hard work for the next 100 laps. They see the battle of T-Tendall trying to come up 3 wide in front of him. He's trying to catch up to those drivers up there.
And now we're back here with Tiny Hammer in the 10. There's Hayes Boy racing the 4. And Danger Kid's another guy that's ran your league a lot, RD. I mean, it seems like he hasn't quite been able to get back into Heat 5 like he used to. But, I mean, he's still been a very strong competitor this week in that 22.
Danger Kid dominated on Heat 4 early in Heat 4. And then they come along and he kind of quit playing as much. But he's a fast driver up here. He's what he's doing. He keeps ahead on the short how to get up to the fields. I'm on board with hitting Rochwaller. He's picking up spots.
Yes, he is, and they're got a big old line train convoy right behind Rochfather. There's 3 more cars are following, but he still has not been able to get around Bobby Shop. And very impressed right now with Dave Ruleswell in that 17. And the Maverick 90 also backed out, but Rochfather knows he's got a whole nother 100 lappers. So, I mean, do you think he's saving his car right now, RD? That could be another factor.
Oh, yeah. As I said earlier, these drivers know they got another lap advantage. So they know, to give up position here, it's not the final race. They can give it their all next race. And our boy Rain being 2 lap cars in front of
Yep,
them here, they could be slowing them down a little bit.
Yeah, and Crazy Gene just made a little bit of contact with your race leader, Radman, but Burnout is pretty close, RD. Burnout is right there, and that is one guy that's been trying so desperately hard to beat Radman this week. And, we seen the other night that Burnout, last night he got real close to passing him in lap traffic, but he just couldn't do it. Can he do it tonight when it matters?
Radman's having a little trouble with lap traffic here. Instead, Burnout's hitting his lap. Burnout's probably getting quicker laps here, the last 2 or 3 of them. He's digging deep, trying to catch up to the leader. Getting enough now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, I'm not real sure what a lot of these drivers prefer as far as restarts, but maybe Burnout will just stay back and just get that second finish, and then he'll start the outside of Randman to the second and final race. That might also be a strategy in play for Burnout.
And Burnout knows what he's doing here at Fanatec. He's moved down the laps, riding in second there. He's a good friend of Randman. We're looking to catch him down here. He's trying to battle lap traffic now. No lap cars in between him if he gets around this one.
Yeah, speaking of that, RD, we have got a big battle here for position, and Rochfather did get past T-Dub. They're 3 wide for position. Irish Miner, Bobby Shop, and T-Dub. Now Raj making it 4 wide, and T. Tyndall's right there as well. What a race we got going on here in the mid-pack, RD.
T-Dub, big motor over the 5 as 5 backs off. The guy is stringing out now. There's 3 wide there for a moment. Hell battle here in the back.
Yeah, that's something I was trying to scroll around to see if we had any more battles. But Hito 819 calmly in that 3rd position right now in that number 36. Burnout obviously in 2nd, but now Randman's got about 2 or 3 lap cars for sure, RD, right in front of him as we're getting, like you said, probably over halfway in this first main event.
Cars here, they're still racing around for position. I'd say they're all hitting about the same lap times here. Dub's trying to hold on in front of the 4 of them.
Oh my goodness, what a battle with Bobby Shop, Rochfather, and T-Dub. Same with T. Now look at Irish Miner, RD. He tried to peek it underneath, but he checked up a little bit. He didn't want to put T. Tyndall in the wall.
T. Tyndall down on the inside. I tell you, I've watched some of his asphalt races this season. Impressed with the asphalt. I didn't expect him to be such a quick asphalt driver. He picked up a couple wins this season. Down on the inside of the 7 now.
Yeah, T. Tyndall's one of them kids. He'd even told me in the past that T. Tyndall, for some reason, he liked asphalt just a little more than dirt. He already had past asphalt league experience, so I kind of knew he was going to be a real good contender in that for sure. And I don't know if you. Oh, go ahead. Well, I was just
surprised T. Tyndall hadn't gotten up pairs. Hito 819 helps him out. He's up towards front tonight. T. Tyndall hadn't been able to get up there with him, so that's surprising here. T. Tyndall being his boy.
Yep, it is, but it's still a long way to go. And as just you were saying, that Rochfather really made an impressive pass, literally in the grass, and they were 3 wide for position there between T-Dub, Bobby Shop, and Rochfather in that number 5.
It's a hard pass track. It's a hard track to pass out here at Fanatec, and you really got to stick it in there to get around them. Then you got to be wary of hitting the wall once you get on the backstretch. It's a hard track to get around. These guys are making it look pretty easy here. No cautions out yet in this race.
Yeah, well, just as you were saying that, RD, Burnout is right on the rear decklet of Radman in that 5. They got really caught up in 3 lap cars. And Burnout now.
He's pulling up now. He's 2 car lengths back. As you said, the race is heating up for the lead.
Yes, it is. Just as you were saying, the lap traffic might come into play. It totally has right now, and we're trying to get back on board with the battle.
Burnout on the backstretch stretch now, still staying 2 car lengths back from Randman. He's been faster here these last 10 laps. Can he get up and get around him? That's the difference then. If they cross the line here, about 15 laps remaining. Could be wrong, but sounds right.
Yeah, it does sound right. I mean, hopefully. I mean, we've been in there for quite a while calling this great, incredible action here tonight. And Radman smartly now, since he's got a little bit of a clear advantage, he's trying to block Burnout's line. And shockingly, these two have a really good gap over Heat right now.
1 car length away now with Burnout. As they hit the backstretch and hits the wall here, and scrubs him up a little bit. As Burnout is right on Rainman. Rainman's got clear air now.
Yes, he does, RD, and we've got a real good battle going on in mid-pack as well right now. And Danger Kid off the track, RD. Tough break for Danger Kid here early. Not too sure what happened to him, if he lagged out or if he just backed out in that 22.
3 cars off the track. We'll see how many we have for our second 100-lap event. It's going to be a hell of a good one here. We got Burnout and Rainman putting on a hell of a show.
Yes, we do, and Heat's right now stuck in lap traffic. He's got 3 cars in front of him. Does he have enough time to catch these 2 leaders, RD? That's a big question, and Randman just slipped. Burnout's starting to catch him now.
It's a 100-lap event without cautions. It's hard to run, man. Your eyes get a little weak sitting there staring at the screen. Randman trying to pull it off over Take Keith. You see Take Keith pulling in now. Burnout 1 car length away from the leader.
Yep, he is. He tried to make it stick there, but he backed off just a little bit. And that's the thing I've seen all week, RD, and I'm sure you had too. I mean, we've seen guys try to attack Randman too early, and then it bites them at the end, and that's when Randman pulls away. Do you think some of these guys need to wait a little bit before they try to make the pass? I mean, it's starting to look like it.
Yeah, it's another thing catching him and getting around him. Yeah, it's a whole different thing. So he's definitely got some picking spots. I'd say if he's got a chance, he's got to do it because he ain't been able to keep up with him. He'll get 1 car length away from him, back off. That's it. If he's got any kind of bite to try to pass him, he better do it. He's running out of time now.
Now the Wild Joker in at number 17. Haven't seen much out of him tonight so far. He's been real quiet there. I think about 4th or 5th place right now in the number 17. And now they're looking all spread out right now. And there is T. Tyndall in at 32. Trying to see if there's any more action on the track.
Yeah, he's trying to get around lap traffic. It's going to be tough here in this man. I know he's going to make some adjustments for this 100-second 100-lap race. He's in 3rd right now. He looks like he might have something for him here this next race.
Yeah, I mean, that's well said. And right now, Rodgefather trying to get around Bobby Shop. And Rodgefather's been behind this guy for probably a good 30 laps. And now I just seen Dave Rule has pulled into the infield. So tough break for Dave Rule in that 17.
Drivers come back for the second race here. Just wearing out the crowd. Randman still holds the lead. He's held the lead every lap so far. Burnout ain't giving up just yet.
No, he is not. I mean, Burnout is probably one of the only ones that can catch Radman down to 50. And as we see, your Season 4 champ, Tiny Hammer, is going to soon be the next lap car down victim for your race leader, Radman.
No caution. It's been a hell of a race. These guys have put on. It's been pretty clean. We've seen a couple of sliders there in the back. 3 wide, 4 wide here and there. But all in all, it's a pretty clean race. Haven't seen no cars turned over around yet.
I mean, yeah, but at the beginning, no, I thought for sure we had ourselves a bad wreck, but it was just one of them normal Heat 5 lag spikes, but thankfully it wasn't nothing real serious.
Bobby Shop racing, getting the pressure put on him by the 5 car now. The drivers look to go too wide. 7's going to lose a spot here and go on the outside line.
Yes, he is, and now old Rodgefather gave him the door a little bit there, and sometimes that's what you got to do here at Fanatic RD to make a pass, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, it's a little tough. You got to throw a slider in there on him. You got to kind of when you run the same lap times, you got to kind of pick him up out of the spot and move. Not to clean this track to try to pass someone that can't get on the outside. So you got to get on the inside. It's all about who can get that inside lane. Get it on.
Yeah, not real sure what's going on here with lap cars here, but Superline was trying to pinch Heat down on the inside. Well, not quite sure what's going on there in that number 99 car, but now the Wild Joker is on Superline. That is allowing the Wild Joker to close in on Heat for that 3rd spot.
Watching Rainman, the leader. He's coming up to lap car here. Burnout right behind him. He'll behind that lap. Both of that lap cars. Burnout staying right there with him, but unable to catch him yet. Rain Man's been hitting some laps all the race.
Yes, he has, but just as you said, though, Burnout is closing in on Ram Man, but I just seen back there the Wild Joker is now closed in on Heat because Heat got stuck behind Superline. They both got sucked down on the inside wall. Now I'm looking on the Wild Joker here. He's looking to get underneath Heat, but he could not quite make the pass for that third spot.
It's going to be a hell of a battle here for the second 100-lap event. If Rain Man can lead all those laps, Burnout's the pressure on him for this one.
Yeah, I mean, no one has been able to touch Ram Man yet, and the number 50, no surprise. I mean, he has been the most dominant driver all week. But Raj, oh, they're three wide again. Yep. 3 wide coming to the front stretch.
Bobby's come up racing, trying to make something happen there, getting down on the fender and Rockefeller, trying to put her 3 wide. He backs off. They're still 2 wide in front of him.
Yeah.
Racing wants to get them 2 spots back.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of respect with a lot of these, between these guys this week. I mean, there's sometimes, you know, if they know that they can press the issue, they will, but if they know it's not going to work, I've seen a lot of guys let off. So, I mean, it's good sportsmanship out of these guys.
We're coming to the close of this race, but they know it's the first 100 lapper. All you see Bobby Shop racing, get down on his inside there, trying to put her 3 wide again. He's riding right in the middle, definitely being conservative this race. I believe next race he's going to put her in there.
And right now, like you said, RD, they're 3 wide coming out of the backstretch there, and they are door to door to door right now. And Bobby Shop, can he pass them in the middle line? That's the good question here. But he is trying so desperately hard to get by them too.
Oh, he's been wearing the inside of Rodfather out here. He's definitely trying to get on the inside of him, being conservative, as I said. I believe next race, if he's in that position, he's just going to throw her in there, especially this rate late in the race. They won't be so patient in the next 100 laps.
Oh, and speaking of that, RD, Burnout is right on the rear deck, little Ram Man, but Tiny Hammer got in the way just a little bit and held him up.
See a lap car right in between. It's a double battle lead. Burnout trying to get down his inside here. Hell of a battle late in the race.
Yes, it is, RD. I mean, that's probably the closest we've seen Burnout get the Ram Man all night. Can Burnout get it done here tonight in that number 76? But you know Ram Man is trying. I mean, he's probably been the hardest all week working on his car, setup, and everything. And you know Ram Man really would love to repeat this race for sure.
Ram Man's led every lap. It's not as easy as it looks here. He bobbles up one time. Burnout was right there. Dive down his inside, so he can't make any mistakes here late in this race.
And just as you said, that Burnout looked really strong going into that corner. And I mean, there's been some times this week we've seen other guys that seemed like they had a better long run car than Ram Man, but they just never, like you said, have been able to actually pass him for a position, which has been very tough this week.
Burnout's got him on the corner right through turn 1. It seems like Ram Man's pulling away from him during front stretches, and Burnout's trying to dig deep to get it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's good and sometimes it's bad because you try too hard, and that's how quick you can burn your tires up very easily, especially on Heat 5 for sure.
Oh yeah, I think Burnout might have used all his car up right there in that little run. As he was right there with him, tried to get it, and I think that might have been his last hurrah as we're coming to the closing end of the race. Ram Man been leading the way, he's been dominating here.
Yes, he has, but I mean, a lot of these guys, I mean, you know, like you said, it's only the first race. I mean, we've seen a lot of guys trying different lines, trying to see where their car's sticking and see what they can do to make adjustments in their brief intermission to see what they can do to get it better for next race.
They're still battling in position for the back. As I said, they're all running about the same lap times, but it's all about positioning and where you can put yourself here. We're going to get into the next race here soon. These guys are trying to get every spot they can.
Yeah, I mean, that's very important for sure. Now, best battle on the track, RD Rodfather side by side with T-Dub in the 60, still trying to work on him for that spot. And Bobby Shop has passed all of them, as now he is trying to separate himself and get up the Mohawk in at 56.
Bobby Shop has a good run. We see the 60 go up around. Might be a little lag spike here.
Yep, it was. Yeah, it was a lag spike.
Bobby Shop racing. He done what he had to do. He was patient there, passing 4 guys up, ran his race, and wasn't too aggressive here. He's pulled away. He's pretty aggressive to see what he done there in the last 10 laps.
Now, speaking of that, we're back on the leaders here with Burnout. once again, RD might have not burned his tires out all the way because he is closing the gap back on Randman once again, and we got more lap cars in front of him.
He is back, and he's right there, one car length behind him. Can he make a move on Randman? He's been able to catch him in. I can see him touch Randman. So he's right there, unable to get it. Randman ducks a little deep.
Yeah.
Right out of the corner here. Burnout, get her up.
Yeah, right now we're right on hood view with Randman, and this is the view he's got in front of him. Got at least 6 or 7 lap cars in front of your race leader. So we'll see if Randman can hold off Burnout and get the first half win here tonight.
Burnout just getting a little bit too low in these corners, diving 3-4 foot lower than Randman is. Randman staying a little higher, and I think he's trying to use a little bit too much of it here. He's got a car for him. Last time going high for him.
Yep, Irish Miner just moved out of their way. Nice sportsmanship out of Irish Miner, and he's one guy too, RD, that's been getting better and better. Some of these guys, you know, have been really improving themselves and stepping up. I mean, Superline's been getting better. Irish Miner's been getting better. T. Tyndall, a lot of these guys have been stepping up, and it's been really helping the league grow as a whole.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you want to race league, you want to race the dirt league, you want to definitely race with the fastest. Either some of the fastest here. That's where you want to be. Get yourself up there. It looks like you're going to cross the line for the finish of the race. Possibly there. They're lagging out. Looks like he tend to up and around there. Not sure if it's lag out or they wrecked there. Looks like a couple cars up and around.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't quite tell what happened there for sure, but it looks like we are still racing, and yeah, Burnout and Randman still doing battle, so it looks like that was a little bit of a wreck. Now Burnout's right there on Randman, RD. He's right on his rear deck lid.
I've seen that 60 flag out there a little bit in front of Randman. He's got a little flag in the front of him. He's leading the way. He's got to work hard for his 100 lapper. Burnout right behind him.
And can Burnout get it done? I mean, Burnout's really been strong here all night, and this is one of Burnout's popular tracks and strongest tracks, and he is right there with Randman. But here's the other thing though, RD. Do you think Randman's right now playing with Burnout a little bit? It seems like he might not be running as hard as he normally does, and he's just conserving his tires.
It's hard to tell here. It's 100 laps. It's hard to be consistent. Yeah, you're going to be the most consistent driver ever. 100 laps. Gets a little tiring here towards the end. No cautions out for these drivers. They haven't had a break yet. Big green flag. Big racing. Randman's pulling away from Burnout. Was right there on his inside.
Right now, as we see Irish Miner and Mohawk, we know Irish Miner's a lap down in the Wild Joker. Sodley's having a real good run tonight. RD's in that 4th spot, but I mean, he could be another one holding back and wait until the next race. We'll see what happens when that second race starts.
Oh yeah, the Wild Joker, he's definitely dominant on Heat 5 and just about having his night. He's sitting 4th here. He's having a good one. Can he get up there in the second race, make it his night tonight?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of guys looking for probably one of their biggest wins of their career, winning a race like this. I mean, not too many leagues RD host a 200-lap main event all in one night. So, I mean, these guys really look forward to running events like this, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, these drivers all love these games and love consoles. And I Burnout last Wednesday, ran 100 laps for your event and came over and ran 100 laps for us. These guys put in time on all his games, run leagues, put in practice laps. You know, it's Rust announcing these drivers, they put in a lot of time to race these events.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely do, and that's why every week me and you both, obviously, every time we step in the booth, we hope they put on a good show, and it's always good, clean, fast action racing, because, I mean, these guys, like you said, do put a lot of work in their setups every night of the week, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. That's a big thing for me, having custom setups. Show off what these guys do. It's, you know, works done on the setups, getting your car set right, just burn out. Staying right there with Randman, he hadn't pulled away yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing you just said. I mean, that's what we run here too, custom setups as well here on Heat 5, and that's what I've always ran in my leagues. And like you said, I mean, it always proves who is the actual best, not only with driving, but also who can actually build a good setup and to actually know what to do with it and actually run on a consistent basis.
Oh yeah, that's, for me, it's a lot of what the game is, not career mode, not quick race, but multiplayer, putting your setups in, seeing who's the fastest out there, and put in the time to get up here at the top. We're watching the top two right now, Burnout and Randman. Burnout Coming up on him. Can he make a move here on the last stretch? They're going to enter three. Burnout's going to have his best move right here on that side.
Yeah, he is. He's battling hard for the lead. And didn't you see that, RD? Randman hit that mudslide back in the corner number 3, and that's what allowed Burnout to get on. Now he's squeezing his nose there, trying to get in the back fender. They're side by side down the back stretch, RD, for the lead.
This is the best chance Burnout's had all race. Can he make it stick here on the inside of the 50? They're going across the line for a couple more times. Burnout trying to get in the lead. Looks like he leads it for just a peck here, entering turn number 1.
Yeah, I mean, Burnout has looked the best all week, and Randman has got his hand full as well with that 70. Now Burnout's got the line preferred, but Randman's trying to squeeze. They're not letting off.
Hell of a race. They cross the line. Looks like for the final time they slow down.
Yep, that was a heck of a good finish there between Randman and Burnout. But your winner for the first A main is Randman by probably just inches, RD. What an incredible finish.
Burnout Randman putting on a photo finish here for the first 100 lapper. I'm intrigued to see what the next 100 laps brings us. This is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this is very good racing right now, RD. In third place, I'm pretty sure, was Heat 0819 and that number 36. So do you think Heat's got anything for them top 2 right now, RD?
Oh, they's working hard at each other in the last couple of laps. If it starts off the way, he might be able to peg his way up there and stay in first for a little while. These guys are putting on some hard racing here in the last couple of laps.
Yeah, I mean, but now these guys are going to get a quick 5-minute intermission. And then after that, we will get into the second A main. Give these guys a chance to go get their smoke break in real quick, grab a drink, whatever they need to do, and then we'll get them lined up again. But tell you what, RD, that was a very good start and a very good strong race for the first one. And I mean, what'd you think overall on that race? Was it really good to you?
Oh wow, to have a photo finish here without stages, man, that's kind of unheard of. 100 laps to bring it down to a foot between Burnout and Rainman. That's an awesome race. Usually don't see that close racing with stages, without stages, as they spread out, but that's an awesome way Burnout Bow had it.
Yeah, I mean, look at these lap times, RD. Randman with a 16.989 and Burnout second with 0.53, and Heat was third with an 0.53. I mean, them lap times are absolutely fast. I mean, probably one of the fastest lobbies you'll see in a Heat 5 game, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, and yeah, definitely some of the fastest. Some of the drivers I've ran in my leagues and up there.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, I mean, these guys really put on a good show. And I'm going to message these guys in the chat real quick and tell them they got 5 minutes, and then we will start with the second and final A main. Man, your personal opinion, RD, with what you saw, do you think Burnout's got what it takes to get the win?
He was about a foot away here at first race. It's going to be intriguing here. I know he's not going to be as patient and going to work a little harder this second race. It's going to be awesome to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to give these guys a quick break, and then we will get right back in the action here.
Burnout just messaged me, said he's going to give it even harder this next round. So
yeah, I
if he
mean,
used it all up here his first 100 laps. He's going to have to do her again.
Yeah, very good race, that's for sure.
Rainman had the car beat, and he still won the race, but it looked like he was kind of tailing off there towards the end, the last 20 laps. Burnout was definitely catching him a couple times, pulling back away, catching him. Burnout was right there for the end, so he could definitely do it this second 100 lapper.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you said. I mean, it seemed like Randman had a really good car, but then Burnout closed in on him. And then, like you said, Randman would separate himself just a little bit, and then Burnout would gain back, and it was kind of like a back-and-forth chess match. But, I mean, in a way, I think Burnout might have figured and got onto something. I mean, he might have figured out maybe a little bit of Randman's weakness here at Fanatic, and maybe he can use that to his advantage for the final race.
Oh, he's definitely hunting him down there. As they said, he's diving a little bit farther inside than Rainman was, and giving his all to try to catch him. we'll see if he can try to stick with him here the next 100 laps. They'll have a chance to restart as Hito 819 and be right up there too, as well as the Wild Joker.
Yeah, I mean, there's some other guys too that looked really good in that first race. I mean, Rod's father looked pretty impressive. Bobby that lagged out, but or quit, and they can rejoin the field if they choose.
Yeah, Roger Father definitely picked up a couple spots here, starting in the back. He might have something to contend with here. Is That's the next race. Well, these drivers hitting about the same time, so it's hard to gain the spots and keep them. As we've seen them all swapping around towards the back, that makes it harder to catch them, get up front.
Yeah, I mean that is very tough. I mean it's like you said, especially. I mean we seen all the lap times. I mean all of them. We had 1-9, and the rest of them were all mostly flat O's all the way down to 10th place. I mean you don't see that happen very often.
Oh, not at all. And it's I see it. A lot of times in my league, it's a good feeling when you have some of the fastest all time race and definitely put on a good show. You definitely want to see the fastest all time in your league. As you put on some of the best racing action here on Heat 5, and with Heat 5 Dirt, you got all the names here, the who's who of NASCAR Heat 5s racing in this race tonight.
Yeah, that is for sure. I mean, there was a lot of guys, that have been running an SRX and Tony. I tried to get them back over here, but they just wouldn't bite. And I mean, there was a lot of them guys that raced in both of our leagues for years. And I mean, the thing is, ORD, as well as I do, once they get glued onto something on a new game, it's hard to get them off. And once it's hard to get them off, it's kind of hard to get them back for an event like this. But I mean, I'm very pleased with the guys that we already did have, and also the ones that decided to join that were already over on the new game. It's very good turnout.
Oh yeah, a 20 car field, couldn't ask for much more here in NASCAR Heat. Maybe a full field of 24, but it's a lot of drivers here. Don't want to give it too much to yourself. You get 40, 50 people, it gets to be chaotic for you to run. So
Yeah,
makes it a little easier that you don't have 500 people trying to race, but you do like to see as many as you can get, especially the viewers out there. It makes more viewers and almost up to 100 subscribers for Oceanics Dirt Warriors. So
yeah, and I mean, speaking of what you said about that, I mean, yeah, our goal coming into this season, RD, is to get close to 100 subscribers. We're almost there, and I know you got a goal as well. So, I mean, for you out there that are watching this, and then not only follow my channel, we do RDs. I mean, like and subscribe to both of our channels and try to get me up to 100 and try to get him up to 2,000. I know that's your goal, ain't that right, RD?
yeah, it's our goal for now. We're just keep ticking at it, and subscribers don't mean much. It's all about returning viewers and keeping the people entertained each race. And with the new races coming out, you want to post the best race you can. So we do appreciate everyone subscribing and joining along, but you
Hmm.
want to put on an entertaining show every time you go out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's like with all the stuff we did far as with doing 3 leagues in one night. I mean, that was one of the reasons. I mean, I know like you RD with your work schedule, you're able to spread out your leagues throughout the week. But like with me, I only have one night during the week that I can get off to do this. So that's why I had to do three in one night. So that way I can still put on good shows and good races for the viewers. And I mean, it was a lot of hard work this past season, but it all worked out in the end.
Oh yeah, and getting these guys together, you're also doing justice for these guys and the racers racing together. They have hell of a time to keep it going. I was going to say earlier, one of the main things for me doing it is to make memorable races. Maybe you go back and you can remember race 2 seasons ago with a close finish and go back and watch it, and it sticks in your memory instead of just racing on here random lobbies, and it makes it more of an experience here on the game for everyone, and everyone
Hmm.
appreciates you for doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got a lot of positive feedback. I mean, just about everyone that competed in this event this week absolutely loved it, and a lot of them told me that they hope that I get to do it again, and who knows, we might get to do another event again. I mean, like I was telling Randman last night, I mean, this event here that I did the second year in a row, I kind of, if I can, I want to try to keep doing it every year, just like the World 100 at Outdoor and other big events like that in real life. I mean, they do it every year continuously, and everyone gets hooked on it.
Oh yeah, in the future dirt console games be seen. Like I said, NASCAR ain't gonna come out with no more dirt late models, so it'll be on Heat 5 here for you for a little while, and it's yet to be seen what's gonna come out next. Be interesting to see where dirt console is gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you spread it, and same with the Outlaws and stuff. I mean, what do you think, RD? Do you think they're going to come out with an Outlaw sprint car game? I mean, it's kind of been talked about a little bit.
They're teasing, and I sure hopefully they do. But with licensing and stuff, you never know. They keep all that stuff behind closed doors. I'd love to see them do it, and I know everyone else would too. That's got a lot of retweets and a lot of likes on their posts. So I'm sure it'll be coming in the future. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's what I've been looking forward to is I mean, honestly, I wish either A, the Outlaws or the Lucas Oil late models would try to come up with a game, but like you said, with all the restrictions and everything they got to do, I mean, it's a lot harder than it looks. But I mean, I just wish someone would be able to do it. But hey, you never know. Maybe someday it'll happen.
Yeah, all that stuff's kind of tied up in iRacing, but I appreciate what iRacing does too. They got their own simulation style racing, but it's a little bit more arcade style, is what you hear everyone say over here on Heat 5 and on the other SRX games. But it's a lot of fun too. There's a lot of guys over here. The way the chats are, the way it's set up, it's a lot of fun for us, and I have a lot of fun with a lot of drivers. Chuckle and chat. Met a lot of friends to the game, so can't say any hate for NASCAR Heat 5 or any of these dirt games.
No, absolutely. And I mean, that's the thing with me too. I mean, even when I raced too, I made a lot of good friends on these games and also a lot of good memories with them racing and also commentate. I mean, that's why I keep doing it all the time. It's hard to walk away from. And I tell you what, I mean, hopefully they can come out with some better dirt games so we can keep doing this type of stuff. But hey, it's something we'll have to wait and see.
Yep, come as I said earlier in the video, come to the end of the life cycle here for Heat 5, and it's probably be one of the biggest events put on from the Heat 5 dirt side. And we had a few league races earlier on in Heat 5, but it's probably the biggest one, Ocean.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and that was the thing coming into it. I wanted to try to put something big and special together because I knew later some down the road I knew unfortunately I would have to walk away from Heat 5 just for the simple fact, you have a lot of more of your other guys going into the new games like SRX and stuff like that. I mean, at one point, I don't know if you remember already towards the end of the season, I mean, the lobbies one night, I think it was championship night, it was that bad. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to run that night. I almost had to cancel it because it was so hard to get, everyone invited into these lobbies and everything. I mean, it was getting bad there for a little while.
And with the new NASCAR game coming out, it'll kind of dwindle down. Sad to see, which which happens with every game. You'll still see the hardcore guys on these games that you have in your league here, and a lot of these drivers will still be with you next season if you run another season on Heat 5.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. And I know a lot of these guys will stick with us. I mean, I'm kind of honestly thinking about sticking the same route that I did 2 seasons ago. Stick with one on Heat 5 yet, and maybe do another one on SRX, do like a 2 series type thing, see how that goes. I mean, I definitely want to try SRX because it looks like a really good game from watching your videos and stuff, and I know you're having a lot of fun over there.
Yeah, it's set up similarly. A lot of the guys on Heat 5 have said they're dedicated to this game and have their setups in and tweak them all the time just as they do on all these games. And these tracks are special too. You got Charlotte, Texas, Vegas on this game. It's not on SRX. Then you got Drebin, which I miss racing at because that's one of my favorite tracks.
Hmm.
Miss racing it over on SRX. So these tracks are definitely a lot of fun to still race at for these guys, and we're looking to get into the second 100 lap event here in just a little while.
Sorry about that, RD. I was just telling him in the chat to get this, start making the second lobby up.
Seen Randman lead 100 laps in the first race. Can he lead all 100 laps in the second one?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the very interesting part. But I mean, it seemed to look like, I don't know if Rayman was teasing Burnout or not, but I mean, Burnout was starting to get just a little bit of ground on him, and he almost made a couple passes there for the lead.
Yeah, he's definitely right there on him towards the end of the race, and his second race here, I'm sure he'll stick it in there a little bit harder if he's right there in that same position.
And just told them to get our invites going, so hopefully they'll be setting up the second lobby here in just a minute, RD. It shouldn't be too much longer, and we'll be ready to go here in just a few minutes, hopefully. And already, RD, I got an invite, and they are 5 guys in. So at least they got the second lobby underway.
Getting ready to go here, starting them up, and do they start how they finished the last race? Is that how they're going to do it tonight?
Yep. Yeah, how we did it was is wherever you finished in the first one is where you start in the second one. So like the guys that did lag out, wherever obviously the game monitor put them in, that's where they'll line up on how they
Yeah,
lagged out and all that nature. But I mean, hopefully we'll get
seen a
about
couple.
20 cars in again. Hopefully a lot of them guys came back.
That's a one-man race here. Rain Man Burnout. They put on hell of a show here at first one. It'd be interesting to see if he keep up there with them in third. Wild Joker is finished in fourth. I'd say that's the four that's got a chance for a win tonight. Might be a surprise up there to come up. I know T Tyndall's pretty quick too.
Yeah, but it looked like to me when I joined the lobby there, it looked like Raj Father was lined up fifth, so I think he got fifth
Wow,
place.
yeah,
And I can't believe that he started. Let me see here. Yeah, he started
18th.
19th. Yeah,
Yeah,
came.
19th. So,
I mean, you pretty much could
yeah,
give him the
Raj
hard.
Father might. Yeah, Raj Father's gonna be tough here. He passing on them cars. As I was gonna say, a couple guys definitely made way through the field. I've seen Bobby Shop make it through a couple cars there late in the race, and it's definitely gonna help him out to start this next 100 lapper.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, there were some guys seemed like they had a little bit of hard time getting up from the front, but a guy like Raj Father come. I mean, we seen him do it the other night too. I think it was last night he started in the back and came all the way up and won the race. So I mean, anything can happen, and this last race is definitely, I think, going to be a lot hard fought. I mean, we're probably going to see 4 and 5 wide in that first corner. I mean, the funny thing is, RD, our regular season race in season 4, I don't remember if you were watching it that night or not, but the one time I think it was in stage 2, they went 4 wide in no 5 wide in the first corner and never touched. I mean, that just goes to
Wow.
show you how much better Fanatic Racing has gotten over the past few years. Because I mean, back in the day when Heat 5 first came out, I don't remember hardly anyone ever doing that at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to have some drivers willing to try to run up there on top line to.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, I mean, this has been a very good, interesting race to watch. And with Randman starting in that inside and Burn on the outside, I mean, I'm not real sure which side is preferable to start, but I mean, I always thought when I ran at Fanatic, outside was kind of a little bit of a weaker side to start because going into that corner, obviously the bottom's the fast lane, so we'll definitely see what burnout strategy is going to be on the restart into the second race. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if you watched the beginning of the stream or not, RD, before I got you in here, but with all the guys that I did the introductions, I mean, it just goes to show you the gratitude all these guys have for us. I mean, these guys are from all over the country that are competing in this tonight. I mean, I got guys from New York, Ohio, Kansas, Florida, my home state of PA, Kentucky, Mississippi, Texas, North Carolina. I mean, all these guys represent all these great states, and it's just really amazing to see how far all over the country these guys compete with us every week here in Ocean's Dirt Warriors, and it's really good to see. Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, I mean, we've really appreciate all the support. I mean, Rayman's definitely been helping our channel too late, trying to get a lot of your guys, SRX guys, to watch it over here. And he's been telling me they've been enjoying the action too, and we definitely like to see it. And hopefully everyone enjoys what they're watching, that's for sure. And that's why I figure I get one of the baddest guys in commentating to join with me, because I know both of us together is going to really tear the house down, that's for sure. Oh, I very appreciate that, RD. Thank you. And yeah, I mean, I've been putting a lot of hard work into this as well, as you know. I mean, we both know what it takes to do something like this. And I tell you what, though, I mean, for the first two seasons, I did it by myself, but then I tried the old admin route. I mean, I had some decent ones, but if there's one guy that's really good at helping you out in the league, I'm telling you right now, Iron Man's the guy. I mean, he has really helped me out strong this whole season. I mean, he's been a heck of a good dude and really good guy to rely on. And without him, this all wouldn't be fully possible either. Because, I mean, me and him both did this whole event together, and it's really paying off. Yeah, and looks like right now, RD, we are up to 16 drivers. So some of them guys have decided to come back, and I knew they would for something special like this. And waiting to see if we get any more guys here. Hopefully, we get at least four more guys in the lobby. And Cobra just said 15 seconds, so looks like we're only going to have 16 cars, but hey, still real strong field of race cars, so we will see what happens here in the second and final A main. And already we were told to join, RD. So here we go, final race of the who is going to be crowned the Race of Champions 200 winner, RD? Who do you got?
I always said toughest coming in was going to be Rain Man. He won that first race. I think I'm going to have to stick with him here second race. He's tough to beat.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I do want to stick with Randman, but I tell you what, I mean, I am gonna pick Randman, but don't be too surprised if Heat 0819 gives them a run at the end. I'm telling you right now. I mean, Heat's been showing some good speed all week, and he might give him a showing there at the end. And you seen Burnout almost beat him at the line. Heat might do the same.
Some fast drivers up here. You got Burnout, Wild Joker, Rochfather back in third, fourth, and fifth, trying to catch up to the front two as we get taken off here for the second event.
And we are underway here for the final race here this week, as RD said. And get yourself a big old RD hot dog right now and enjoy this race. Randman out to the lead here early, and the number 50, Burnout in that second position. And Wild Joker's looking strong early, RD. He's looking underneath Burnout for second already in the first lap.
And fourth, we got Heat 0819, Rochfather fifth. That'll round out your top five. These drivers all trying to hit their spots, get up front early in this one.
Oh, and we got ourselves a spin out in the back, it looks like. Either that or it was a lag spike, one of the two. Nope, they're just all spread out right now. Tyndall trying to pull a slide job. Looks like he's lagging just a little bit in the back, RD.
T-Dub making it up through the field. He's sitting in the sixth spot. He's having a good run here in the second race. Can he get up here and get him to top five, possibly top three run? He's looking to flex his muscles here this first quarter of the race.
Yep, and we're about 4 or 5. Oh, and Tyndall hit the wall, and the Maverick caught on to him. And looks like Tyndall unfortunately lagged out, RD. And right now, Heat 0819 and a Wild Joker battling for that third spot here early.
Burnout does set back on Rain Man here, just like in the first race. Seeing a repeat of it. Burnout's got to chase him down. Can he do it?
Oh, and just as you said about T-Dub, RD, Bobby Shop just made the pass because T-Dub went in the corner. He slid right up to the wall. So tough break for T-Dub here early.
T-2819 tried to dive down for the third spot under the Wild Joker. He gets a little loose. He's sitting fourth right now. Rog Fowler looking to prowl on him.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Bobby Shop is closing on Rog Fowler for that 5th spot, and Bobby Shop's looked really good this week. Now Rog Fowler looking underneath Heat for 4th in that number 5. Can Rog Fowler get it done in the number 5? Can he get up to 4th?
They said Bobby Shop in that 6th spot. He's ran a good race so far, coming up to the back. He had to start towards the back. Start 13th, so coming up here and run 6th. He's had a good race so far.
Yeah, he definitely has, and we just seen 3 wide there coming in back in another guy. Super Live 9's looking real good. He just passed Irish Miner, and now he's looking on T-Dub for that spot.
Looks like an Army military car there in the 99 Super Line 9. Coming up to the back, battling these drivers here. Hayes Boyd Racing, haven't mentioned him much in the broadcast tonight. Putting up a good run here in the 4th car.
Yeah, and speaking of it, we're on our Season 4 champion right now, Tiny Hammer, and it looks like he got around T-Dub and Superline RD, and now he is catching up to Bobby Shop for that 6th spot. Look out for your Season 4 champ here in Ocean's Dirt Warriors. Don't count him out just yet.
3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th is all right there under a blanket. They're not too far from each other as they're all swapping positions here. Still early on in this race. Rainman pulling out to the lead. Burnout still chasing behind in 2nd.
And looking for the back of the field right now, and there's some interesting names that didn't rejoin us, RD. Obviously, Admin Ironman didn't rejoin. Same with Danger Kid. Some of them other big names did not rejoin the field, so very tough break to see it. They didn't rejoin.
Early exit here tonight. Rainman's been pulling the wagon up front. He's
Yeah.
the way he's pulling the wagon. Burnout here. He might have been sandbagging that first race. He's hauling balls here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think Rayman was just conservative in that first race, and now he is really starting to flex his muscles in that 50. I mean, he might have been playing with Burnout, and the other thing is, too, I think with Burnout getting right to him at the line, I think that lit a fire underneath Rayman.
U819 will back off 6. He started 3rd as the Wild Joker makes it up to the 3rd spot. He's having a hell of a run here in the 2nd race. He
Wow.
get up there and make it 2nd.
Wow, I could not believe that, RD. Like you said, Heat is back to 6, and Bobby Shop made the pass. Now Tiny Hammer's working on Heat for that 6th spot.
Yeah, he'd having a little bit of trouble here off the start of the race. He expected him to get up there up front early, starting up front like he did, but drops off. There's some fast guys here battling for position.
Yeah, they are. And the Wild Joker, this is probably the best we've seen him look, RD. And like I said for the longest time, the Wild Joker has not been in victory lane for a long time. The last time he was in victory lane was our very first, well, in our cycle of our first events on Tony Stewart's All-American Race in the Legends Special Race. That was the last time the Wild Joker's been in victory lane. So you know he'd really love to get it done tonight.
Rainman's going for 25 wins here tonight as he won the first event here in the 50 car. He's definitely the one to beat here out early. We didn't see any cautions that first race. No cautions so far in this one. 50 out front leading the way.
Yeah, I mean, I personally would love to see them go all 100 laps again, really see who the true drivers are. Right now, we got a battle for that 6th spot between Heat and Bobby Shop, and Heat will pull the slider, and he'll get 5th place back from Bobby Shop. Now Bobby Shop's about to cross him up, RD, to get him back.
Bobby Shop's been having a hell of a race coming up through the field. He's hit 13th in the first race. Made his way conservatively up here up front. Finds himself trying to get in the top 5 in front of Heat right now.
There is Tiny Hammer, and now T-Dub looking to get back underneath Tiny Hammer for that 7th position right now, and T-Dub's not giving up just yet on your Season 4 champ.
Tiny Hammer probably not having the run he wanted here. He's not up in the top 5. He said it's some of the fastest all-time Fantech. They've been working on their setups all week long. Bobby Shop giving Heat a hell of a run here.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing coming into this, RD, when we made this event, that I always kind of thought, you know, with all these guys running 5 different tracks, you know, obviously 4 different tracks in prelims, were they actually focusing on them tracks, you know, each night, or were they looking too far ahead to tonight? That was one of the interesting things all week that I couldn't really figure out.
Oh, yeah, because as a driver, you sort of have to pick your poison, pick your 2 or 3 best tracks and work on them. There's not enough time here to get all your setups in and get the fastest setup possible at each track.
Yeah, but I mean, definitely one man that's been making it really work right now is that the number 50 of Randman. But we got a battle brewing for that third spot. RD as Raj Father is looking underneath the nose of the Wild Joker. He is right there. Raj Father and Wild Joker side by side for that third spot.
Wild Joker trying to hold him off. He wants to keep that third spot. Caution comes out and he'll have the best position on the Randman there for first. So he wants to keep it. Raj Father trying to get it down in fourth. Hell of a run from Rochfather here, trying to get top 3 from 19. Definitely a hard charger here tonight in this 200 lap event.
Yeah, absolutely. And Rochfather looking really strong in that number 5 right now. And now we are back with T-Dub and Tiny Hammer and Bobby Shop and Heat. Almost a 4-car battle for that 5th spot, and they're all closing in on Heat in the number 36.
Mohawk having a battle right now with the 13s. He'll drop back a spot here in the back, 4-car. He'll get in the door as it opens up. Mohawk back off 2 positions here in the back spots. We'll lap traffic here soon to the 50.
Yep, and Hayes Boy racing in the Maverick side by side, coming out of the corner. Like you said, Randman is about to soon close in on him to put him a lap down. And Hayes Boy and the Maverick banging the crap out of each other. Really bending their metal right now. Good thing we don't have damage on, or else these guys would be really feeling it really quick.
56 trying to dive it down deeper, catch up to them top 2. Bobby Shop racing, still giving Heat a hell of a run. They're side by side here. They have been the last 5 laps.
And Bobby Shop, like you said, trying to get the job done as he's trying to get around Heat. I mean, Bobby Shop's one of them guys. If he could pull off the win tonight, RD, that'd be a pretty big upset, that's for sure, with him being an Ocean Dirt Wars rookie.
That Randman's hard trail here, second 100 lap event. He came in focused. Burnout still sitting on the same straightaway, but he's kind of checking out here. He might check out the next 10 laps if nobody stops him.
And right now, Raj Father just made the pass on the Wild Joker. And Raj Father in that 3rd position here over the Wild Joker in that number 17 car. So now keep an eye out on Raj Father in the number 5.
Rainman sitting out front now, but if caution comes out, it'll be a race. Raj Father hard charger tonight, still sitting in 3rd. Just passed up the Wild Joker here. Might have something to do with it. These cars get gathered back up.
Yeah, and another thing too, RD, that kind of fascinates me. I mean, you wouldn't really think this would happen with dirt lives, but sometimes I have a feel, as we've seen the other night, that if these cars, if they're really running real fast times and they get on each other, I mean, sometimes these guys can bump draft each other to the next car for position. I mean, I think I seen earlier this week, and we might even see it tonight again with as fast as what Fanatic is.
Oh yeah, you can definitely get up there if you're helping with a driver. If you guys work together, help each other get up to the leader. But I don't know, Burnout's wanting to win just as much as 3rd place. He's going to give everything staying second, so I don't think he's going to let him run so easy or even work with him at all. These guys are spread out in the top 3, but it's still a good race.
Yeah, absolutely. And there is Tiny Hammer in that number 10. He is trying to find what he can here in his race car to try to gain some ground on T-Dub in that 60 as he passed T-Dub. Oh, and we just seen Superline 9 up in the wall. Not real sure what happened there in at number 99, RD.
I'm on board with Burnout here. Not sure what's going on around the track. Burnout trying to chase Randman down. There's a lap car in between them. Cross the line down here. They're probably halfway through the race.
Now Randman's got a really big cushion over Burnout in the 2nd spot. Now Randman's got 2 lap cars as well in front. That's the Maverick and Hayes boys we've seen earlier. RD, can Randman get around these 2 cleanly and really start to check out in this 2nd A main?
I think lap traffic had something to do with Randman not pulling away from Burnout. There's Burnout catching up to him. He checked out before he come up lap traffic in this one. It'd be interesting to see if lap traffic slows him down enough for Burnout to catch up to him.
Yep, that'll be definitely interesting to see as Burnout going down. I mean, one thing that's been very interesting, we still see it, the old Fanatic line, RD, as they go down right into literally the low bottom white line as far as you can go into a little bit of that loose dirt. And these guys launch coming out of them corners, that's for sure, with these fast custom setups.
Paying attention here, Burnout catching up a couple car lengths on him in lap traffic, but Randman has said checked out. He's about straight away from Burnout there. It's going to be hard for Burnout to catch back into him.
Yeah, but right now we have got a real hard battle for that third spot. RD is the Wild Joker's looking underneath Rochfowler to try to get third back. He hit that mud just a little bit, and that kind of slowed him down a little bit. But now going to the corner, Wild Joker's got the preferred line, and he will pass Rochfowler for that third spot. They're side by side at the line.
Joker leads that lap. He comes into one. Holds him off there. He'll pull away from Rochfowler a couple car lengths. Wild Joker hitting his laps now as he's coming in third. Rochfowler back to fourth.
Yeah, and Hito 819, very shocking, RD. He did get around Bobby's shop officially, so now Hito 819's up in that fifth spot. Does he have enough time to get all the way up the Ran, man? I don't know. It's not looking too good right now for Mr. Hito 819.
Ran man is looking hot here in that 50 tonight. He's been fast all night. Can he lead 200 laps here at Fanatec to win Ocean's 200?
Yeah, I know. I mean, that would be unbelievable if he could do it. I mean, and that was the interesting thing going into this year doing it RD. I mean, last year we did it, and, you know, shockingly enough, Randman was not the favorite to win last year. I mean, Randman at that time, he was more focused on Tony Stewart. He didn't really run Heat 5 as much, and we were lucky and fortunate enough to get him to run that event. And Cobra, that was at the time when he was dominating not only my league and your league when you were still on Heat 5. I mean, the Wild Joker was probably one of the hottest drivers in the game that year. And, I mean, everyone thought for sure he was going to win, but sure enough, the Wild Joker lagged out with about 30-some to go in the second race, and he led all up to that point, and Randman stole the victory that night.
Yeah, the Wild Joker, definitely tough competition. He's sitting in third tonight. Rochfowler giving a hell of a run. He's sitting fourth, looking to get back in that third spot. These drivers racing hard for third and fourth, you'd think, as for the win.
Yeah, and right, like you just said, Hito 819 is finding some heat in his Buffalo Wings RD. He is closing in on Rochfowler and the Wild Joker for that third spot. Can Hito 819 get these two and try to catch up the Burnout and Randman? I mean, we probably got at least close to 40 laps down right now in this second aim.
Hito 819 looks like he can do it. He's passed up a couple cars here. Didn't have the best start before. Backed off to sixth. He's coming up through the crowd now, sitting fifth.
And the Wild Joker made the pass on Rochfowler. Now Rochfowler trying to pass him back on the inside. This is your battle for third. What good racing action we have going on, RD. I mean, they're kind of spread out, but at the same time, they're still able to make passes, which is definitely what you want to see.
Oh, yeah, Rochfowler and Joker, they've been having a chaotic race the whole race, racing each other the whole time as Hito 819's watching from behind. He might be able to get up there and catch him. These guys are side by side.
And now he's trying to use his momentum coming off the corner. He's right behind the Maverick, and we seen last night he kind of got screwed over with lap traffic, battling with Rochfowler, and that's what allowed Rochfowler to get the win. And right now we just seen it slow down Heat just a little bit in that number 36.
Back on board with the 50 here. He's had hell of a race rain and coming around the tiny hill here for this one. Over halfway at Fanatec. He's led the way here for this event, Ocean. Man, definitely one of the fastest all time here on Heat 5.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Randman's probably one of the most impressive competitors, you know, it's ever been on Heat 5. I mean, like I said yesterday, there's other big names that compete in this game like Deadpool. I mean, Cola Motorsports, Too Slow, Charlie Mook, dude, you name them all. But Randman's right there with them for sure. And he's showing why right now he is probably one of the hottest and best drivers in NASCAR Heat 5 right now. I mean, this guy is just on another level right now.
Oh, yeah, for Heat 5, this is the league to be in. You got all the fast guys in here. Randman's lead 200 laps, and it's not as easy as it looks. There's a lot of fast guys in here. Burnout trailing second. Also one of the fastest all time at Fanatec.
Yeah, and right now, just as you said, we're on board with Randman. He's now battling with Superline, and he will pass Superline clean and easy. But now he's got two lap cars in front of him, which look like to be Irish Miner and Talents in the 49.
He's been hitting his laps here. You see him pull away from Burnout. Burnout, they had nothing for him here like they did in that first race. Seen Burnout trailing right behind him, car length. But he hadn't had nothing for him here. He checked out early. He knew he had to do it. Burnout was going to give him hell of a run if he was able to.
Yeah, absolutely. And Burnout right now in at number 76. And now Hito 819 right there with the Wild Joker. Heat has got a strong car here late here, RD, and he's looking underneath the Wild Joker for the position. He will make the pass for fourth.
Anyway, coming back back up to fourth. Rochfather takes over the third spot. Rochfather, who said earlier, get up to second. Let Wild Joker back up around him. Wild Joker back off here a couple quarters. These drivers all looking to have a good top 3 run.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Raj has really been impressive this week so far, and he has looked really clean and strong every night. And the Wild Joker now back to 5th. Not real sure if his car's fallen off just a little bit. RD could be tires, could be wedge, could be a lot of things. But right now he's not looking as fast as he was earlier in that number 17.
Yeah, 819 definitely picked up those. They said these guys are fast all the time. They're not hitting their laps for a couple laps. They got another fast guy right behind him prowling on him. Hito 819 took the spot from him. He's looking to come up getting a 3rd spot.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one thing that's always been interesting to me, RD, especially these 100-lap races. You see a lot of guys, you can tell which cars are set up for what, whether if they have a long-run car or a short-run car. And with these no-stage races, you want more of a long-run car, in my opinion, than you do a short-run car.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen any cautions out in this one, especially a clean league. A lot of clean drivers. You don't suspect there's going to be any cautions and any adjustments. You definitely won't have a long run. You're going to have your best lap hit 80 to 100 rather than 20.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, I mean, if you hit all 12 nines in the first 30 laps, then you burn your tires out, and that can allow someone to come in and beat you really quick if they're running them laps in the last, like you said, 20 laps of the race.
Oh, yeah, and there's so much things to think about with these cars and setups and getting them in. You can throw it all out the window, try and chase Randman. He's leading the way here with a straight stretch here.
Yeah, and 2-lap car cushion. Yep. I mean, Randman is definitely the man to beat right now. I've been nicknaming him the Gator Man the past couple nights. He has been really on a tear in that number 50. And Burnout, like you said, he's in that 2nd spot. I mean, he almost beat Randman at the line for the first one. Not really looking like he's going to be able to do it in this one, but you never know. I mean, if Randman slips up one time, I mean, earlier this season, the regular season, Eldora, I mean, Burnout was right there with Randman. Randman got into Jeffrey Ronell, one of your favorites, RD, and it almost screwed Randman, and Burnout got him, but Randman was able to get him back.
Oh, yeah, and that's what I mean by memorable races, man. You can go back and relive the moments just like they're happening. That's what's awesome about these league events. Randman leading the way for this one. This will be a special win for him. He goes to the 50 car for his dad. I know this will be a special win for him because he ran the 5 all week.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now we have got a heck of a battle for that 3rd spot. Hito 819 will make the pass on Rochford. You know that's got to feel pretty good. RD, after what happened to Heat last night, he had over a quarter of a straightaway advantage, and Rochfather came and beat him with the last 5 laps. You know, Heat was probably smiling there that he was able to make the pass on Rochfather for 3rd.
Yeah, I'm surprised Rochfather gave it up so easy. It looks like he went a little high there and gave up the spot to Heat. Got in fighting position here late in the race. I know Rochfather didn't want to give it up that easy, but he made it look easier on the pass for 3rd. Coming up through the field, went back to 6th, so he's definitely put on some racing here these 100 laps.
Absolutely, and right now we got a good battle here between T-Dub and Bobby Shop in at number 7. Bobby Shop is closing the door on T-Dub in at number 60, but T-Dub is holding his spot, and Bobby Shop tried to get in there, but T-Dub cut him off just a little bit in at number 60.
Off the track here for this A main event. T10 early exit. Seen 4 cars leave out in this race. Not as many leave the race here. Dave Rule was also off the track, so we got 2 cars off the track. And,
down to 14.
Still a lot of cars, 14 of them. Still a lot of action here put down on the track. Randman still got to hit his laps. Hit his points here. After not a caution to come out.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, even if Randman does get second, I mean, it's pretty much going to look like he will get the Speed Week points title, but you know yes, he does want the Speed Week points title, but you know he wants that win as well. I mean, that's what all these guys came here for, and definitely what Randman's been working for, and you know he definitely wants to win this race.
Oh, especially in the 50 car, he's pretty good about posting league events and stuff on social media, and made a special post about his dad here for the 50 car going to the 50, so I know it's going to be a special win for him here to top off the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last event of season 4, like you said, and we definitely wouldn't want it any better way, RD. I mean, two of the best league commentators here calling out the action, and we're definitely getting our money's worth, that's for sure, right now out of that number 50 and all these guys. I mean, these guys have been really top-notch all week.
Oh, yeah, definitely put on some hellacious races this week. Putting in a lot of work every day. We had a league race. We had a league race here for Ocean Dirt Warriors. I got the notifications on for the league. I see every time you post a video and go live up. Always ready to see the Ocean Dirt Warriors go to work.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these guys have been really, I know behind the scenes I do it to help set up, but I mean, without these guys, I mean, same with URD, I mean, we work really hard to get these leagues going, but without our drivers, I mean, we wouldn't be where we're at. So, I mean, huge shout out to all my guys, and, you know, these guys have really put on a good show for the views this week, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely showing up every night, you know, spending time over here on Heat 5 and putting in the work on setups. It's a family atmosphere over here on these games. Putting in the final laps here at Fanatec for the season finale here at Ocean Dirt Warriors. It's been a hell of a season for you, Dirt or Ocean, and hope you meet your goal of 100 and get going up to 150, 200 subscribers. It's well worth it here. You got a lot of dirt action going on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my goal was try to get at least 50 for sure each season. I mean, that's a pretty decent goal to have every year. But I mean, if you can get more, hey, great. But like you said before, it's not always about the subscribers. It's about what kind of action you put into that channel. I mean, that's the only way you're going to get the views. So, I mean, these guys have been really putting on good races this week that allowed us to have the views. So we've been very impressed with it.
Putting down the laps here over Burnout. Battle for third, Hito 819 still sitting at third spot. He's solidly in third now. He's pulling away from Rodgefather behind a lap car.
Yeah, I mean, Hito 819's got a really strong car, but I don't know if he's going to have enough to catch Burnout. But it looks like right now Burnout is slowly eating away at Randman's lead. I mean, did Randman eat his tires away early, or it's going to be interesting to see whether or not who was saving and who wasn't.
Burnout's been putting on a hell of a race here, second place. Such a fast lead, holding on second position. Third place hadn't really had much for him. I know he backed off to sixth, come back up to third. Rodgefather comes from the back as well, both events really. He comes from fifth here in the second event. Yeah, Rodgefather, I think if he had a better starting position here for the second race, I think he'd be up in that third spot or closer to Burnout. But they've spread out here. I think Burnout's the only one with a chance. He's got to get it now.
Yeah, I mean,
Line 9 up in the wall.
Oh, geez, like you said, Superline 9. I mean, I don't know what's going on with his machine right now with the 99 car, but he's been all over the track, and now he's going to hold up Heat as Heat's trying to keep himself spread out for third.
Great man coming up the lap traffic here on the ass end. The four cars up, dive down. Turn 3 and 4. Wonder how many laps are left here. Not many. As laps are taken down for these leaders. Rain Man puts down another one.
Yeah, he does, and right now we're on board with Hayes Boy Racing, who is behind Randman. And Burnout is probably about quarter of a straightaway behind your leader, Randman, and the number 50. And there's Randman representing, like RD said, his father here tonight in the number 50. And what a nice paint scheme Randman's running here tonight. He's been with the 5 his entire career, but for this special race, he definitely wants to win it for his dad. And tell you what, it wouldn't be any better way to get it done here tonight in the Race of Champions 200. He won this race last year. He's looking to repeat again.
I checked out early here. You can take to the bank. Rainman leading the way. No cautions out in this one. Looked like Tiny Hammer went around. As worried there's going to be a caution out for Rainman. He don't want there to be. He's wanting to lead all 200 laps here tonight for this special event.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Randman definitely does not want to see a caution, but if there's one guy that definitely does and is itching for right now, I guarantee it's Burnout, because, I mean, he knows if he gets a caution, he has a real fresh start and a real good chance to pull away with the victory.
Anyway, 19 back in third. They come around another lap car. The top 4 spread out. Rodgefather back and forth. Wild Joker back in 5th spot. Now round out the top 5. They're coming into the closing laps of the race.
Yeah, and as we see right now, Hito 819's battling with a lap car of Talents, and he got around him. There's Hayes Boy Racing the number 4 Mohawk. Tough break for Dave Rule in the 17. Now we're back with Radman. And now Burnout's battling with looks like Hayes Boy trying to get around him to catch your leader.
Got Super Line 9 going down to the inside wall, getting an RD hot dog here for this event.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to the garage here early to end his season, but I tell you what, Superline is nothing to be ashamed of. He's had a heck of a good season, and we can't wait to see what he does next season when he comes back for Season 5 here in Ocean's Dirt Warriors.
Burnout now getting around lap traffic. He's got his sights set on Rain Man. He has the whole time, and I think it could be hurting him a little bit. He's probably watching Rain Man, not watching all the laps he's hitting. See, it could be a distraction here, seeing the leader entering the turn every time you're coming out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. But Burnout, now this is very interesting, RD. Rain Man right now is held up by your Season 4 champ, Tiny Hammer, and Burnout's coming out of that corner. Burnout would probably love to see Tiny hold up Rain Man, and Tiny's giving him a good battle coming out of the corner.
And Tiny held him up there for a couple laps. Looks like he finally got around him here. Tiny held him off. Looks like he picked up a couple car lengths from it. Time's running out for Burnout now. He's got a shit get if he's going to get the win.
Yep, he's definitely got to get his Burnout shit together, or else he is not going to pick up the victory here tonight. I even know a solid second place finish, but you know every driver in this race dreams of winning a race like this, RD, especially in console dirt game racing for sure.
Oh yeah, as you said, coming into the event before I joined, these are the fastest all time here, so to get to win tonight, you've definitely proven that you're the fastest on Heat 5, fastest in your league here. We're missing out again, Too Slow Charlie, the normal suspects, Mook Dude, and other fast guys. They don't always run on Heat 5 or run leagues, but other than that, man, these are some of the fastest all time. You got Burnout, Hito 819, Little Wild Joker, Raj Father, Rain Man. You can go check them out on all the all-time lists. You're running the league tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, them guys are on the leaderboards all the time. I mean, another guy, too, that's been trying to get faster and better, Irish Miner, in the number 38. But Bobby Shops looked really impressive himself this week. I mean, the more he runs with these fast guys, I think the better he'll become in that number 7, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. I've never heard of Bobby Shop. Just watching this race here, I can tell he's a good driver as he worked conservatively to get his way up from the back here in that first race. And you can tell he's a good driver. He didn't stick his nose in there too much. Worked his way around them slowly as they were going to come around for the final lap here.
Yeah, and it looks like that is the race, RD. So you're a winner for the Race of Champions 200 clean sweep this week. Rain Man and a number 50. I mean, you called it just like you said, RD. I mean, this man has been on a tear, and he goes back to back here with Ocean's Dirt Warriors, picking up 2 Race of Champions 200 races. You know, this man's probably happy right now for sure in that number 50.
Oh, yeah, it'll be his 25th win here for Ocean's Dirt Warriors. Definitely the fastest here on Heat 5 tonight. 200 laps he's led here at Fanatec to get the win the series out.
Yeah, absolutely. That was an incredible race. So now, RD, if you don't mind sticking in here for a couple more minutes, we're going to get these guys in here for a post-race interview, and we will get to talk to our top 3 finishers. And I'm pretty sure I know Rain Man, Burnout, and I think Heat was your top 3. Am I right, RD?
Yeah, that's your top 3 here. 200 lap event. Hito 819 had to work his way back to 6th, work his way back up to 3rd.
And look at that incredible lap time. 16.991. Rain Man is cooking in that number 50. All right, we're going to get him in here. Oh, go ahead, RD. I didn't. Sorry about that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these guys put on a heck of a show here tonight. But once again, congratulations to these guys. Now we're going to get them in here for the post-race interviews with Ocean Dirt Warrior lead man, myself, It's Oceanic, and Extreme Dirt lead man, RD, as we both commentated this race live for you guys. And there's our winner, Rain Man. He joins in the party.
How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you, Rain Man? Can you hear us both loud and clear?
Yes, sir. Yep.
All right. And there's Hito 819. Not sure if Burnout will join, but your winner here tonight for the Race of Champions 200, it's Randman. Randman, you were unbelievable tonight. You led all 200 laps. What an incredible accomplishment. This is your second big race victory in your career. Like RD said, your 25th win overall. Congratulations, man. I know you're very happy to win this one. Congratulations, Randman. How you feeling, bud?
I'm ecstatic, buddy. That race was awesome. It's an honor to be able to run for events like this and against this group of guys. They all got such respect for me. We all race each other clean, and I learned a lot in the first race that was able to help me out in the second race, and I was able to try different lines, different ways of going about things in the first race, and I knew some of the pressure was off then, and I was able to really apply all those notes to the next race, and I just felt all around more comfortable and knew when we started spreading the gap a little bit there, when we weren't even pushing it as hard as we could, that we were in a clear and didn't really have much to worry about. It all worked out good and just stayed smooth from there. A lot of racing, but it paid off.
Dominating race, Rain Man. Led 200 laps of that one. Seen the first race come down to just a foot there with Burnout. To lead all 200 laps here in the 50 car tonight for your dad, man, it's pretty special for you. And congratulations on winning the series out here for Ocean's Dirt Warriors.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, RD, man. I'll tell you, I hope you guys all watched and had a good time. It was nerve wracking, 200 laps, man, but it was good, clean racing, and just there's a lot of stake there, and it's a big event, and it's another event to go in the history books, and I'm glad to be able to repeat it, and I couldn't ask for a better night, and I appreciate you for coming on board and helping Oceanic too, the finest out there, and it's gonna make this a lot better, and thanks to both you guys and Iron Man, and unfortunately he wasn't able to finish the race, but thank him for everything he did helping you, Oceanic, put it on, and all came together, and here we are.
Yeah, not with like I told RD. Without Iron Man, a lot of this wouldn't have been possible, and we do really appreciate what you guys did this week. But once again, Randman, congratulations, buddy. You did an unbelievable job tonight. You were very consistent, fast, and I tell you what, me and RD were really excited when you and Burnout came like literally inches each other to finish in that first race. But in a way, it kind of looked like you were toying with him a little bit because the start of that second race, I think he lit a fire underneath you, and you just friggin' took off, man. Congratulations on a second Race of Champions 200 win, and we'll definitely see what you can do next season in Season 5, Ray, man. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, I appreciate it, and once again, congrats to second and third with Burnout and Heat. Two strong competitors. Have a pleasure running with them, and couldn't ask for a better top three. And thanks a lot again.
Yeah, absolutely, Ray, man. Good job, buddy. And coming in third tonight, and Burnout unfortunately did not join the interview. Heat 0819. Good run, Heat. You kind of fell off a little bit at the beginning, but then once you got going and you got spread out, you showed you got some speed, just ran out of time and laps. But you ought to feel happy with the week you had. You had 2 wins and a couple top fives, and can't ask for much better than that, Heat. But I know you would have loved 2 spots better.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad. I just want to first off say congratulations to Randy. He did a great job tonight. But, man, I was tight the whole race. Seriously tight the first race, tight this race. That's all I can say. I was tight, man. I couldn't do nothing. But I did what I had to do, best I could do. Unfortunately, I just didn't, prevail. But at the end of the day, there's next year, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely, Heat. That's the way you got to look at it. But good run tonight, man. And already, what do you got to say to Heat, man? He looked really good out there tonight.
It's good watching you race again, Heat. You went back to 6, worked your way back up to 3rd. It's awesome to watch you guys race. You put on the race there for us. You come up from the 6th spot to 3rd, and it's good watching you battle with Roger Father and all them guys. And again, congratulations on the top 3 run, fastest all time here on Heat 5.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. But yeah, man, for real though, man, at probably around, like Oceanic said, around 50 laps to go, man, my car did come in. I was fast. I was starting to lap cars. I just wish I was a little closer up there with my Randy and Burnout. But other than that, man, yeah, I appreciate y'all guys put on a good race tonight. Actually, all week. But man, like I said, man, I'm just gonna keep trying. Hopefully, one year I'll get it.
Yeah, absolutely, Heat. I mean, that's all you can really do. But I mean, you guys put on a credible performance tonight. I mean, hopefully we got a lot of views out of it. And once again, congratulations to the win, Ram Man, and also congratulations, Heat, on your victory tonight. Well, third place running tonight. And we'll see what you
Thanks
guys can
again,
do
guys.
next year for season 5.
I appreciate it again, Oceanic. It was truly a pleasure, buddy. Glad to be a
Yeah,
Yes,
part of
yeah. Absolutely, no problem. But thanks again as well, RD, for commentating tonight. But I mean, I really
Oh yeah.
appreciate that. We put on a hell of a good show for the fans out there, and I mean, these guys probably really gonna enjoy that video.
Oh yeah, it's a good one. Appreciate you having me, Ocean, and definitely a good league you got put on here. Some fast all time in Heat 5. Put on a good show every week. Come check them out, Oceanics Dirt Warriors.
Yeah, absolutely, and also check out Extreme Dirt on YouTube as well. He's trying to look for that 2,000 subscriber mark, and we're trying to get 100, almost there. But thanks again, RD, for commentating, and congratulations on a good run tonight to Rand Man and Heat. And we'll see all you guys later. You all have a wonderful night. Absolutely, no problem, guys. And alrighty, folks, and that will conclude tonight's racing action. And thanks once again to RD Racing 15 for commentating with us tonight. It was a very, very special event, and what an incredible week. I mean, this was probably the best, funnest week I've ever had here in Oceans Dirt Wars. But until next time, we will definitely gonna look back on this, and it's probably one of the greatest events ever in the history of the game. And um, me and our man are going to get back to the drawing board, try to come up with some more good, incredible stuff, and we might come up with another season here soon, and we'll let you guys know what our plans are for season 5. But until next time, I thank you guys very much for tuning in this week. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We really appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful, blessed evening, and thanks you everyone so much for watching here this week in Oceans Dirt Wars Fall Late Model Speed Week. But we are out for the night. Congratulations to Randman as he picks up his second Crown Jewel victory. And until next time, please like and subscribe. And everyone, thank you for being an Ocean Dirt Wars alcoholics. We'll see you guys later. Y'all have a wonderful night.